Well, ladies, we have a two-part. So in the previous comment, we episode, we were talking about a comment that one of our viewers left. And it was kind of long, so we wanted to break it up into two episodes. So here is the second episode on it. And I'm not going to read the whole paragraph, but the comment was that this woman decided to, do up, zhuzh up her outfit a little bit one day. She has, it sounds like she wears pretty much the same type of what we call uniform, mostly trousers or something. And she might have decided to wear a skirt or a dress or change her earrings or, do the makeup a little bit different. We all do. We all do this.
Mhm.
We look in the mirror and we're like, I want to do something a little different. And it seemed like her or her mom would get the comment, oh, they ask if that person was going out on a date or something. And they kind of became a little put off by the comment. Like they were doing it for themselves, but that the comment kind of put it off that they didn't want to do it again.
Hmm.
And um, it just felt different. And I think we talked a little bit off camera about this, that how it didn't really confuse us a little bit, but it was like took us back for a moment and we had to think about it. And the more I thought about it for myself, I remember feeling like that in a way, but it was probably due more to my own self-esteem
Mhm.
that I put a little extra effort in and then people notice. So what do I look like normally? Like people don't think I look nice. And I kind of decided or realized how ridiculous that conversation I was having with myself because I was putting a story in my head about somebody else that I have no idea about. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, for me, I would first of all, if I'm doing something for myself, I'm doing something for myself. So whether you say a compliment to me or not, I don't want to let the external forces decide I'm not going to do that again. If I want to wear my big hoop earrings, I'm going to wear my big hoop earrings, and I'm just going to own it because why does it? Don't, what was the word? Juicy? What?
Bougie. Yeah, she says
Bougie.
zhuzh up,
I like that. I like bougie.
zhuzh
Maybe
up.
it's bougie. But
Yep,
if you wanted to do that, I just think it's awesome. And the cherry on the cupcake, I don't know,
yep.
is that someone noticed it. But if you're doing it for yourself, what they say really shouldn't matter to you one way or the other. Though I would think that was awesome. Oh, you did notice. Great. I'm doing it for myself, but that's a nice little compliment you've just given me. And
I
that's
like
it.
that.
I wouldn't overthink it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I would probably feel the same, although I do understand where she's coming from in the sense of all of a sudden I've done something different and now it feels like I'm calling attention to myself, which I don't obviously isn't the point of why you do that. You do it, like you said, for yourself to feel good, but all
hmm
of a sudden you're like, oh, I've drawn attention to myself, and that can make people feel uncomfortable and make people think, oh, I shouldn't really do this anymore because I don't want to feel this way. Instead of when they've done it, they feel great and they want to kind of be left in that little box of just feeling great for what it is that they've done. But like people notice when you've done something different and you're wearing different earrings or you're wearing something other than black or, like people notice. I mean, it's just the way we are.
Okay,
So
so I don't want to analyze this person because I don't know them, but I just want to, what you just said, I just want to explore a bit where you said that they were noticed and they might not want that. So you're saying, and I'm not talking about this person in particular, I'm just saying in
No, this is
general,
me. Yeah, this is me. This
that
was my
that
experience.
that's becomes a thing that I'm all, ooh, I like to do this, and then I get noticed, and that makes me feel not good.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the time, and all of that comment was about me in terms of I might understand what she's talking about if this is how she's feeling. But
Okay.
yes, it's like sort of like you would do something different, put your hair up, do whatever, and somebody notices and it's like, oh, this isn't why I did this, right? It's almost like you feel uh judged is too harsh of a word, but you just kind of you don't want to be noticed. Like I had such self-esteem issues and felt so I just want to be invisible. It's like when I did do something for myself, it was
Mm.
for myself in the moment, but when I'm doing it, it's just me in the mirror, right? I'm still at home. I'm in my own little room. Like I'm fine, right? Now I go out into the world and I think I'm still the old me and no one's going to say anything. And then somebody says, wow, you look great. And you're like, oh God, don't I like, and it would be cringeworthy for me, like literally cringeworthy.
Isn't it fun
Yeah.
to get noticed?
I,
Like I'm not an extrovert. I'm not out there being woo. Well, sometimes, but isn't it kind of fun to be like you're just on this earth and someone pays that little bit more attention to you, regardless if you were looking for it? Like,
But that requires you to have a quality of self-worth and self-esteem that I think for a lot of people, they don't necessarily have. And so when
Mhm.
somebody notices them, whether it be for good or for bad, it's a very uncomfortable situation.
so
I
what's
know for me it
Exactly.
was. I know for me it
Yes.
was.
so
It
And
what's
for
the
me
was
also.
so what's the tool, or what's the how do you work through that then?
you have to work on yourself to build
Mm,
your own self-worth and self-esteem up and stop with the stories that you have created
right.
about what the comments mean and like what you think the comment meant about you and your worth or whatever. Yeah, it takes work. You got to
It
do
does.
that self examination and start to work on it and get to the point where they're like you, Tracy, where it's like, thanks so much, like this is awesome. Yes, I have kind of done something a little different and I feel good, and I'm out there in the world just and somebody says, hey, you look amazing, and you're like, yeah, thank you. It's for people to receive compliments. For a lot of people, I would offer that it's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah. For myself, I started small. It was with a simple thank you. I tried to push out of my brain, well, why did you give that? I didn't analyze it. I didn't, and that's what I would always do, analyze it. And I sometimes wanted, if it was like somebody I know, I really want to go over and say, well, why did you give me that compliment? You know? But then I decided no. I decided to start small and start with thank you
Mhm.
and not think any more about it,
Mm.
not give it any more space within my brain. And I know that sounds simple and it sounds
Hard to do.
small and it sounds, oh, I can't do that. It is hard to do.
Mhm.
But what I started finding was I was releasing the power of the story that I was
Mhm.
thinking. And all I was doing was accepting a compliment and remembering this is their story. They think, oh, she looks nice. Maybe she has a date. No, I don't. But thank you for giving me the compliment and walking away. And that was all. I just would drop it. Hard, yes. But it gave me a little bit sense of power that I wasn't allowing the compliment to control my brain any longer.
Mhm.
We go back to it's always the simple things, right? Like
No,
they sound simple, they sound easy, but to then turn around and 3 hours later not go back to that compliment in your head and start thinking about it again and what it meant is very
Mhm.
hard. That's yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah, it is. Or you just go home and you kind of like put, a note up. Hey, today, Tracy G noticed that I had a new hairstyle and gave me a compliment. Like, so you have that up there and you start seeing those things, so your brain starts correlating the positive aspects
Mhm.
of things. Because we always, as we've talked about in many, many episodes, our brain always goes to the negative.
Yeah.
And in a way, that's what this person is going to. Well, why? Why did they have to make a compliment? Why did they have to do it? And I know in the back of their brain is, and she did not put this here, well, don't I look nice every other day? Because I know I've thought that, you know? And maybe it's that you didn't, it wasn't that you didn't look nice, you looked different. There was something that caught their eye
Mhm.
that, like, just made was different. It's no different than you walk in a store and you go to the same place you've always gone to, and it's no longer there because they moved it. It like you're no longer on autopilot. I think that was the same thing. Like it just sometimes sets you back. I don't know. That's my 2 cents and our 2 cents. But we would love to hear what is your thought
Mhm.
process on this. How do you think,
Mhm.
viewer, listening to this, when someone gives you a compliment that doesn't normally give you a compliment, or as this viewer here is struggling with a little bit, what is your thought processes? We'd love to hear. Put it in the comments below. Also, if you know somebody who struggles with this exact same thing, please share this episode with them if you think it will help them. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Also, notifications so you know every Wednesday when our next episode comes out. Until then, have a great day.
Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you as a regular member of our community.